to the webinar, and good afternoon and good evening to everyone else who are in other parts of the world. We are so looking forward to Mohini Didi sharing on the yogi life of Mama. When I first met Mohini Didi, I really felt that she looked a little bit like Mama. There was such a resemblance, and maybe because she got so much sustenance from Mama, that resemblance is there. So welcome, and we are looking forward to it.
Om Shanti. Very, very happy, delighted to meet Global Family. And I felt Mama's presence so much. Her character, her personality, her teachings keep ringing, keep emerging. I could just see Mama in that personality, in that character. We all heard so many beautiful things from our dadis and brothers, because I think that everyone who came in contact with Mama was very much touched. As you heard little bit also about story of Mama, that her name was Radhe, and when she came, Baba and everyone start calling her Om Radhe, because she was chanting Om in a very, very beautiful way, very sweetly. And when she will chant, people will be really enchanted and they were very moved and touched. But when Mama will say for herself, when she heard Om Radhe, I think that what she felt by that is, I am Radha, I am Radhe. It's not only Om Shanti, but Om Radhe. So Om Shanti is I am peaceful, and Om Radhe is that I am Radhe. That means she knew that that's what she is, that she will be Radhe in the future. Because they also start calling her Anuradhe. That means she will become Radhe in future. But what others called her is one thing. But for her to recognize and then to start becoming that was really a reality in life, that I am Radhe. So Radhe means that that's what I have to become, a princess of golden age. So Mama, I found that always thought that if I have to be Radhe, and I am daughter of Brahma, or daughter of that time, they used to say Baba. And as daughter, I should be the right hand, and I should follow Baba. And for following Baba, we always say we have to follow Baba. What she did is that she always was what I also experienced from her. She will say, yes, Baba, yes to everything. Whatever Baba said, Ji Baba, yes, Baba. Now, this is the quality which generally we will describe as obedience. But I will say that because she wanted to follow Baba, because of that, she used this word, yes, Baba, Ji Baba, because she was Baba's right hand. Now, on one side, there is always this question about the quality of obedience. And many think that if I'm obedient, then what about my power to discern? What about my will? What about how will I have that liberty or freedom? But actually, Mama, with the quality of obedience, became the master, became the right hand, and remain ever ready. So internally, this pure feeling of following Baba made her say Hanji. So when she said Hanji, as I said, that she was master, that means it's not that for every little thing she will go to Baba. She understood what are the principles, what are the teachings, what would Baba like, and then based on that, she used her power to discern and she will decide. Even saying Haji, she became very, very responsible. And taking responsibility was not like a burden for her. It was so natural, so natural. And even when it comes to deciding something or power to discern, she was really, really very wise, very, very mature, very sensible, even at that young age. So from Radhe to Om Radhe was becoming. We take so much time even to become, whatever Baba is saying. But Mama's journey was not journey of just listening, but journey of becoming evident, as Baba said, example and the proof. And then from there, as Mama, grew in age, knowledge, maturity, then she was called Jagadamba, that is World Mother. Why she was called World Mother? Because she was nurturing and sustaining, serving Yagya all the time through knowledge, but not only knowledge, but the practically remain that with power. So when Mama took knowledge, they always show very, very beautiful sitar playing. So she took knowledge and it became music of her life. When I'm saying music, because it's like that harmonious, like internally the sweetness, the truth, the wisdom within that knowledge was understood and imbibed by Mama. That is why she's shown playing sitar. But on the other side, there are many memorials of goddesses, many memorials, Mama as that goddess, are shown with the weapons. That means she also saw, experienced, and used knowledge as weapons. That means the power. So, sweetness, the wisdom of knowledge, and the power within the knowledge. So, Mama not only her knowledge, but she changed it into the music of life, the sweetness of knowledge into life, but also change the knowledge into all the powers. And that is why these weapons are shown as the memorial of Mama. So, one first important quality of Mama was, yes, Baba, Ji Baba. And that was not blind faith, nor it was blindly followed. It was said with respect for father, respect for teacher, respect for Sadguru. But then on the other side, as I said, even in the task, that gave her so many qualities because she was able to follow Baba. Follow not in the sense of she will always go with Baba, but follow was she will think, say, and do things exactly like Brahma Baba. So from there onwards, this quality of being right hand, and right hand is ever ready. And of course, when she came, renunciation was no renunciation for her, but it was, she did it with such in a natural way, great joy. And purity was like that's what she was. She had never any difficulty with any vice, forget about vice. But because I never saw her struggling with waste thoughts, wasting time, Never, never, or sit and have wasteful conversation. Can you imagine a young person not having waste thought? That's the sign of purity. Because when there is purity, there are no wasteful thinking. When there is 100% faith, then you don't have any wasteful thinking. It's only when there is lack of faith, then we sit and say, how will it happen? Will it happen? She has some or other 100% faith. And because of that faith and purity, as I said, purity means purity to an extent that there was no waste thought, not even a moment was wasted, no wasteful thought, word, action, anything. So that's her purity. So because of renunciation and purity, for her, surrender was not okay. I pack everything and I come and I stay in yagya. Like here, the definition of surrender is completely different. Of course, there also when someone surrender, they were given permission to stay in yagya. But for her, the definition of surrender was that Baba, I belong to you and you belong to me. That is why Dadi Janki had only one slogan, Baba, I belong to you, you belong to me. And that's true surrender, the meaning of true surrender for Mama, which I saw that her intellect, since she recognized God, never was pulled towards any human being, any material objects, or any situation. I practically saw her stage that whenever there were any challenging situations, she was so stable, smiling. Internally, deeply, she knew that it's going to be okay, victory. So her faith, she was able to change into being fearless, always knowing that, yes, it's going to be okay. And you all know that she was the one when Omanli was challenged and taken to court. Mama is the one, she went and she, had to answer all the lawyers and judges. But she knew internally whatever she's saying, she's speaking truth. And if it is truth, there will be victory definitely. So she had this total trust within herself that there will be victory. So it was not question of just having faith. But as I said, she changed her faith into faith in victory, being fearless every time. Very, very light-hearted, very cheerful. And not only that, but her intoxication, one is enthusiasm, was so visible when she's talking or she's moving around or she's doing anything. Very, very spiritual, constantly reflecting, churning on knowledge. But then other side, when it came to duties and responsibilities, she was also very, very smart because she knew how to assign duties, but also, because of whatever reason, if there was a conflict or there was some wrong expression of sanskars, Mama will sit and explain and never will say, I am telling you this is right. I am telling you you should do this. I am telling you. No, I never said. One thing I liked, she never said I. Many times, because I was very friendly, I think I was kind of very close, not friend, but a good daughter of Mama. because some or other we were very, very friendly, sharing, and I could ask, and also in a way took care of her whenever she had any physical needs or later on during her medical treatment. I was part of the team, but she will explain so sweetly. I want to share. There are many personal experiences, but one is that her way of teaching was so beautiful that there was a one time there was a new center opened and my local family was instrument. So we had a big program, public program. And at that time to get people from Brahma Kumaris was not easy, but still we had about 400-500 people. So Toli was distributed in the end. And Baba, and then after that program finished, Mama called me in her room, said it was very good, and give congratulations, good wishes. Then she asked me, who who asked you to make this show, Toli? Did you ask someone? So Toli was something, it was from pistachio. And in those days, pistachios were very expensive. So generally people will say, used to say, Omandli has a lot of money. And then we were called Brahma Kumaris at that time. So I said, Mama, I asked my immediate senior. Mama said, that's okay to ask. And it's also okay to do. But one is to get advice. Other is when it is your action, no one will be responsible for result of your action. You have to be responsible. So it's very, very interesting that on one side you have to say Hanji, and other side you also have to remind yourself that I am responsible for result of my action. And it's like a kind of balance, which because I also in my life always have said yes to my seniors, of course to Baba in the beginning and Dadi Janki for years. Yes, Dadi. And sometimes it used to be not very practical. I will say yes, but Dadi will know that I have said yes, but there is something there. Then she will think about it and she will call me again and say, it's okay, you don't have to do this. But I still said yes. So it's something very, very interesting to experiment in life that you say yes. And when it really comes to doing, if you find something is not right, or maybe at that time it was right, and you decide and do it, or you will find that one who has asked you will also can change it. So, Mama, this quality of surrender, that I belong to you, you belong to me. But also, Mama was 100% trusting. In the sense she surrendered, she had renunciation, but also she was trusting. A trustee won't have wasteful thinking. When it's ownership, then wasteful thoughts come. But then Mama's purity, Mama's faith, Mama's fearlessness, or Mama's intoxication also made her another with the world mother. Not only spiritually she sustained the yajna, but she also was like Lakshmi. Because we always say Lakshmi Narayan. She became Lakshmi in the sense of that her renunciation was showing so much cheerfulness and energy of being surrender and renunciate used to attract all the souls. I saw her, when I was very young, but then later on, when I became Baba's child, she came to Delhi and I had fortune to host a few days at the center where I was. So then we all came to train station to say goodbye to Mama. And when I looked at Mama, I said, oh, I must just surrender to Yagya. Not only that, but immediately whatever I had at that time, I said, Mama, take this for Yagya. And something which I gave, I would used to love it. I wouldn't have given. But it just thought came, let it be used for Yagya. So every time you see Mama, there is feeling to use everything in worthwhile way. Mm. So Mama used to come and then she will go. So one whole compartment of the train will be full of things for Yagya. So she was also one who sustained Yagya, not only, as I said, spiritually, but she also sustained it by resources which came for the Yagya, because that was also something very, very important. So, how from Radhe, she became World Mother, but then her most important memorial of Saraswati, as I said, playing sitar, and then also Lakshmi, where she became one who has abundance. Abundance will draw from uh, different souls, will be attracted. They will become very cooperative and willing to surrender. So it's really amazing story. There's something which is said by Baba, immediately implemented and becoming evident. And then once I asked Mama, few of us were sitting, Mama, whom do you remember more, Shiv Baba or Brahma Baba? And she really looked at us and smiled. She said, both Baba, I remember both Baba all the time. She said, yes, all the time I remember Baba. That means her remembrance of Baba was consistent, was natural. Not like we say, oh, we have to keep chart of remembrance. Not for Baba. There was only love for one, listening to one, following one, companion of one, serving one. So then whom will I remember? Whom will she remember? Only one. So that chart of remembrance. So it was very visible, her personality of being merged in Baba's love, merged in Baba's teachings. She was very, very completely embodiment of Baba's qualities. So someone asked me, do you think Mama became perfect? Of course, people ask many questions about why she left body, and I would say that she did become perfect because there was so much contentment when she left body. If I haven't completed my efforts until end, I will have this feeling that, oh, I couldn't really make effort. I don't know if I will get the status. I didn't do enough service, but not with Mama. She just left body as a complete person where there was no thought or doubt of have I completed my effort or not. So this morning I had been really feeling Mama's presence, and this thought came that Mama did live in her perfect stage because it was her contentment. And as you all know that her body was not well, we asked Mama, you know you living body, but what you thinking? She says drama. Whenever we ask her, she was so stable that she's always in front of my eyes, that how whatever she had to settle, She didn't waste through thoughts. She created elevated actions. She reached to that highest state. But in the end, whatever she had to settle, it was no battling. She was with Baba in remembrance of Baba, and there was no sorrow, no pain. She looked very cheerful, very, very full. So I feel we all should also look at the qualities of Mama, follow Mama the way she followed Baba. We also will be able to then follow Baba. And that is what the aim Baba had been giving us, be complete, be perfect. So that's what we're looking at, Mama. Using knowledge and love remembrances, we have to be perfect and complete. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Mohini Didi. That was so beautiful. Thank you for your sharing. It was wonderful. It's something that we need to keep revisiting again and again what you shared. Now we will play the drill for today, and the webinar will end with a drill. Thank you.